Hey, what's up, AC man? My name is Steven. Hey, in this video, I'm going to show you 3 things you can do today to start bringing in more high quality jobs to your business. So by the end of this video, if you can see that I have the technical know-how to get you more high quality jobs, then shoot me back a message and we can chat, or you can take this information and implement it yourself. If you already work with a marketing agency, you can go ahead and pass this on to them to get you into that #1 spot. So now, I don't want to waste any more of your time or mine, so I'm going to jump right into this. The 3 things I'm going to go over today are content, citations, and backlinks. So first, content is everything on your front page here. Now, most business owners, they understand that content is important, but most don't really understand how much content or what type of content to put on their front page. So the first thing I did is grab all your words on your front page and I threw them in this word counter. Right now, you have 1,714 words on here. Now, why is this important? Google usually likes to see at least 1,500 words on a homepage, which you're right that you're doing really good there. And the reason for this is it gives you plenty of opportunity to put in what we call buyer intent keywords. These are in keyword phrases. These are the phrases that people are searching for when they're searching for your services with an intent to buy. And you're doing really good there. I brought up the #1 competitor for Fayetteville for some of these terms, and that's honest air. And I plugged them into a tool that I subscribe to called Ahrefs. Now, this tool gives me like a behind the scenes view of what Google actually uses when ranking websites. So in the past 30 days, Honest Air's their website was found for 39 keywords and it was clicked on nearly 400 times in the past 30 days. So I went ahead and put your site in there. You guys are actually doing pretty good. You're on the front page, obviously, uh, but you were found for more keywords, but you were clicked on about half as many times. And I'm going to get into that in a little bit. I know usually one of the reasons are the keywords, but I already kind of looked and we can click on this number and we'll see what Honest Air is being found for. Honest Air is obviously there. It's a branded keyword. So the people that are searching this already know about them. But HVAC, Fayetteville, NC is the big one with 200 searches in the past 30 days, and their site was clicked on 72 times. Because of that key phrase, HVAC repair Fayetteville 150 times in the past 30 days. Their site was clicked on 19 times. So we can click on your keywords, and you have that HVAC Fayetteville AC, and you were clicked on 15 times. So if you're both being found, why are you clicking on your site being clicked on less? And I'm going to go over that. But one of the reasons could be they have this key phrase on more times than you on your site. So what I always say is go to your competitor's site, whoever's ranking #1, and find the keywords that they have, see how many times they actually have them on their site. And it would help if you put those same keywords. So say they had that HVAC Fayetteville NC on their site once, you'd want to put it on your site twice, at least twice. And then the ones that they have on twice, you'd want to put on 3 times. And that would actually, you would dominate in that content department. Now that's one pillar, right? So the next thing I want to go over are citations. Now, when people are searching these terms like HVAC Fayetteville NC, studies by Google have shown that right about 45% of people that are searching for these terms are going to be clicking on one of these businesses in this area right here. Now, this is what we call the map pack, and it's all about your Google business profile. Now, most people are under the assumption that this has to do with reviews, and reviews is what gets you up in here, but that's not true. If that was true, All Seasons Air probably wouldn't even be on the list. If anything, Bass Air would be up on top because it's got more reviews. It's got a 4.9 while this has got a 4.8. So it's not reviews and it's not pictures or anything like that. The main driver here are citations. And what is a citation? A citation is your business's name, address, and phone number on a directory online. A directory is something, and I'm sure you already have quite a few already. but it's a directory is example is Angie, Yelp, Yellow Pages, White Pages, and there's a ton of them. And we've seen that usually it's the companies with between 300 to 400 citations that usually rank up on this pack, if not the top. The good news is there's tools available that can actually show us what and how many citations each of these businesses have. So we could literally go in and see how many all seasons air has, and you'd want to go down their list and match them, make sure you have those same ones. Say they have 250 of them, you get the same ones, and then you'd want at the very least 50 more. But if you're right around that 400 mark, I'm sure you're going to be up top here. And like I said, this will get about 45% of clicks. So if you were to get up here, you getting a piece of that pie. So underneath this map pack, well, sometimes it's this people always ask, but a lot of times it's not, and it just goes right into this section. And this is what we call the Google's uh, organic search listings, right? And the number one spot here, and this is kind of skewed because I've been clicking around, and it shouldn't be comfort air, it should be honest air. But anyway, the number one spot here will usually get right around 40%, whereas the map pack shares the 45%. This will get 40% all by itself. The main driver here are backlinks. So what are backlinks? It's other relevant websites linking back to your website, and they work kind of like online referrals. And the more relevant that site is that links back to you, the better. So, for example, let's say you have a local blog page or a popular industry site linking back to you. That's actually what's going to help you push you up in Google's rankings. However, since you are an HVAC company, say like Pizza Hut is linking back to you, while they're a big popular site and they get a lot of views, it doesn't do you any good ranking wise because you guys don't sell pizza. So Google's not going to rank you for HVAC while a pizza site is linking back to you, if that makes sense. Now I want to go back to this tool and revisit this tool that I showed you earlier. Now this is our competitor, and there's a backlink profile section here. So right now they currently have 804 backlinks. Let's go to yours and see what you guys have. And I believe you have quite a bit too. So you have, again, about half, right? And it's not so much the amount, even though that does come into play. It's more of the relevance, like I was talking about. So we know that success leaves clues, and we know that honest air is up top for a reason, and it's their backlink. So they're being found for the keywords, but they're being ranked for the backlinks. So we want to look at their backlinks, and we can do that by clicking on the number. We can go down their entire list of backlinks and see what's working for them. So these ones that say spam, you don't want those. Those are actually counterproductive, but they have so many other good relevant ones that it just kind of negates these spammy ones. But literally, you'd want to go down the list and find these are all the sites they're getting backlinks from, and you'd want to reach out to those sites and get the same backlinks. And it does take some time, but over time, if you were to do that and you had all the keywords and everything as well, which I think you do, you would actually be in contention for that number one spot. But what would really push you over the edge is you come to this list, you do the same thing for the top 3 to 5 web ranking websites, and you plug them into this tool. If you were to go out and grab all those backlinks, that would push you up top of this section right here, and you would grab all that traffic. So if you were to do that with the citations, 3 to 400 citations, getting that map pack, and getting this number one spot, you guys would become the authority when it came to AC companies in the Fayetteville area. So let's just go ahead and recap what we went over today. So the first thing is going to be content. So you want at least 1,500 words on your front page with the right keywords and the right amount. The second thing is going to be citations. You want to be in at least 300 to 400 directories to really dominate this pack. And the last thing is going to be backlinks, meaning you need more relevant websites linking back to your site to show Google that you guys are the authority when it comes to AC companies in Fayetteville. Now, it would take a little bit of time, but if you were to implement this correctly, you guys would become number one in Fayetteville. Now, you can take, like I said at the beginning, you can take this information and implement it yourself, or you can save yourself some time and take the most effective route and book a discovery call with me. Again, my name's Steven. I live right here, right outside of Fayetteville and Grays Creek. You can just reply back to this email, or you can give me a call at 910-551-2006. I really hope this video was informational and it gave you some tips that you can implement and show you how to outrank your competition online. But at the very least, I'd appreciate a little bit of feedback on this video. Let me know how I did. But other than that, I really appreciate your time, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Take care. Bye bye.